Here with Elise O'Neill to preview the upcoming Concordia Competitive Dance season, and as we record this, the team has just gotten together again for practice with the season coming up. First off, you're a junior here. What was it that first brought you to Concordia, and what was that recruiting process like for you?
So I initially looked at Concordia because it was a Lutheran school. Not Lutheran, but I liked the Christ-centered education, and I kind of knew if my education was centered on Christ, that my sport would also be focused on that. So that was kind of the draw. And reaching out to Coach Manny initially, she kind of solidified that, I guess, and I liked her, how she reached out. And
How did you first start getting into competitive dance?
So I danced at a studio in elementary school, and then in high school I was on my high school dance team. So.
At what point did you think this might be something you could continue to do in college?
Well, my junior year of high school, I kind of started to look at colleges, and dance wasn't really on the forefront of my mind, but I looked at Concordia and I liked their program, and I liked talking to Coach Macer, so probably the beginning of my senior year of high school, I wanted to dance in college.
What's your favorite aspect of it, of competing?
Of competing, it's probably being able to combine physical and mental strength. You know, you have to have both, and for a sports, both are equally important.
I wanted to look back at last season quickly from a Concordia dance perspective. Average competition score was in the top 10 of the NAIA. I know a big goal is to break through and get to nationals, but what are some of the biggest areas you feel like maybe the program has grown to get to that level where you're in the top 10?
Yeah, so I think a lot of it is our choreography. So we score a lot better with harder choreography, and just the way Coach is kind of who she's recruited and kind of the mindset of the team, of the people that she's recruited. We all come in with a mindset of the ultimate goal and just being able to keep getting better. So we all have a really positive mindset that way, I think.
What do you feel like maybe could be the difference between coming up just short and hopefully getting to nationals this year?
I think again with that is our mindset. I mean, I think this year we focus and we say a lot, it's not for our glory, it's for the glory of God. So I think having that mindset, even if we don't make it to nationals, but even if we do, it kind of helps carry that over, I think.
Well, you've had the opportunity to compete at conference championships, which is a huge event every year. This year, we'll get to have it at home. What do you look forward maybe about that opportunity?
I think the environment, our stadium is super fun to compete in always, and CIT our freshman year was super fun. So I think just all of the staff makes a really good environment, and Coach Macer's super organized, so that'll be really nice to have an organized just weekend overall. So.
Yeah, you mentioned CIT this year. It'll be in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Yes.
What do you look forward to? That's one of the very first competitions.
Yeah.
Doesn't count officially towards the team's score, but what do you look forward to about that whole experience?
Yeah, that one's really fun because we compete against 3 other teams that we don't normally see. I guess 2. One of them we see, and their choreography is kind of different in the way they score, so it's kind of fun just to be in that type of different competition where it's a little bit, doesn't matter quite as much, so you have a little more fun.
Well, both the dance and cheer teams come back a little bit before the first classes of the second semester. I don't know, maybe you only have one practice under your belt at this point. Yeah, what did you learn about the team on day one then of the new semester?
Oh gosh, that we don't have much time till our first competition. We all kind of realized that we don't have very many more practices till then, so.
What's something that might surprise people just about what goes into being part of a competitive dance athlete that maybe if they don't know anything about what it takes, what something that might surprise people?
I would say the time. You know, sports. Every sport takes time, but with dance, I feel like it's a lot more time. I mean, we lift just like all the other sports. We have, you know, uniforms and costumes like other sports, and also takes us a lot more time to get ready, and we stretch and we do all these things and practice, and I think it's a lot of time that people don't quite see.
Sure. Anything you're most looking forward to about this season as a whole?
Yeah, I think just kind of seeing how we do competition-wise, and you know, to put a number on it, I'm excited to see our scores and see what we can do, but also just to be with the team and be in a competitive atmosphere again, and just kind of see what our season's going to look like.
And hopefully I have this right. Your elementary education major.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What led you to kind of choose that track, and what do you feel like will be most rewarding about getting into that kind of career?
Right. I love seeing how people learn, so that's kind of what drew me to it. Both my parents are teachers also, so I got to see and hear good stories and bad stories about teaching, so that's kind of what drew me to it. But I'm looking forward to being a teacher just because I am able to help them learn, but also see kind of how kids learn.
All right. Lastly, can I get a SCO Dogs?
Yeah, SCO Dogs!